Like, if you fuck the homeless man, it's like, damn, let me know. Come on, bro.
How big is the coochie you doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Djsayso.
So the question, if it say ladies, and obviously if he get a question and say ladies, y'all answer. Or if y'all get a question, say ladies, y'all answer. If it say fellas, and he's the only one that's here.
So we answer their questions too, and they answer all.
No, we answer for ladies. He answers for men.
She's picking for him.
Got it.
He's picking for her. You're picking for her. She's picking for us. So
Yeah.
two different decks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got a couples deck. They got a first big deck.
Okay. Oh, so you pick for? No, you can go first. You got it. You got it.
All right.
Just speak up so we can air.
Yeah. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm loud as fuck.
All right, couples.
Yeah.
Do you like/love anyone else besides me?
Like/love?
Yeah.
No. I don't like nobody. They be like, hey, can we leak? I'll be like,
I mean, yeah, I don't really like people because people's vibes be throwing me off. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, yeah.
Yeah. They be getting left on red.
Alright. So it's our turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you honestly be with your partner if they were a virgin and waiting till marriage?
You would ask me. No.
Why not?
No, because listen, I know it's against traditional values. I know. But I'm gonna be real. You gotta test drive the car before you motherfucking purchase it.
Period. Because what if the transmission is out?
That's what I'm saying. You fuck around, take that bitch home, and the whole engine gone. That bitch blow on the second day. Now you gotta buy a whole new car. I just made this investment. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's fucked up. Them niggas took my tires right when I got that.
Yeah. What they do on the voice? I press my button. I agree.
Go and do it. Oh well, you asked.
It's at least.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, you pick the question.
I don't got my glasses on.
It's OS, bitch.
Does my body count matter to you?
Oh.
Bitch, don't hit me no more, bitch. It ain't our question.
Nah, more so like it would be who?
Well, that's a black king right there.
More so like not really the body count itself, because
Like who, as in if I fucked a homeless man, or like who, as in what?
Like,
You gotta
I
bump
mean,
up.
yeah, if you fuck the homeless man, it's like, damn, let me know, like, what kind of, like, where's your level at?
No, honestly.
Like, because if that's your like threshold, then I might need to.
Then I had to take you on a date for the coochie, and this nigga just borrowed some money from you for coochie. Damn, let's
You gave bro $1.
You gave bro $1 for your coochie.
No, I feel that.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how. Like, if a girl has 20 bodies, but it's all like you practice safe sex. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna respect the fact you're practicing safe sex, but I might have 20 bodies under my belt. So at the end of the day, like, so. But it's like who? Like, yeah, you fucking homeless people. You fucking people raw and who be having hoes and decent, and all that shit. Yeah, bro. If you had like 3 STDs in the past, like, yeah, you might need to just back off.
Like, damn, every time you fuck you in the clinic?
Yeah.
Every time?
My mind.
I feel that. Where I put the card?
Yeah, just face it.
Well, fellas, does your girl have to be freshly shaven?
No.
You the only fella here.
No.
Cool.
Freshly shaved? Nah.
We talking Chewbacca?
Just
And like there's levels, like after this point, like nah, bitch.
All I know is that I don't want to have to parse some shit to get to the pussy.
Right.
That's it. Like I
you
get
not
it.
Moses.
Like, come on, because if you a girl, you trying to suck some dick, like you don't have that apart. Like, come on, like go through the jungle to get to. Come on,
bro. How big is the coochie you doing this?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't need that. I don't need
You ain't this motherfucker like
my name is not Indiana Jones.
Part your hair for the extra.
You so sad.
Alright.
Yeah.
Have you ever secretly went through my phone? If so, why?
Yeah.
Oh, that's to me.
Have you ever secretly went through
No,
my phone?
I've told you when I've secretly gone through your phone. Because I was sitting in the car wash one time. He went to, because the car wash got broken, so the door didn't open for us to exit. So he went to go check it, and I was like, oh, it's from there. And then, so I went to go look through the phone. It was definitely. But yeah, no, I've looked through your phone like twice, I think. But I swear to God, I'm so scared. My anxiety is like, keep coming.
Like keep your peace.
So I'll be like, you know what? Let me just put the phone down.
I don't with your phone like 2 years ago.
What?
Like 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me, bro. This ain't for me, bro.
That nigga said, pour me.
I'm gonna put this
Pour
back.
me a shot. What do you mean, breathe? Pour me a shot.
Like, nah, see, here's the thing. I got mad that you told me to code to your phone. Like, why would you even let me do that? So, like, this card on the...
Because it's mine is yours, babe.
Bye. Alright.
Untagged.
How do you feel about sharing your location with your partner? I already know what
For one, I'm a fucking Android user, so let's start here. I have a strong disdain for Apple.
you had Apple.
If I had to, no, because the fuck, I'm grown, and I don't want yours either. Like, it's not like a biased street. Like, you gonna do what you gonna do, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Go on about your business, bro. Nah,
Unless you in danger. If you know you finna be in danger, okay.
Yeah, like if we're in a danger
I'd be like,
situation, like when we was traveling, when we was going on our girl
Yep.
trip
Yeah,
out
I
of
would do
town,
that.
like, okay, give me your thing so I know where you are because of Uber,
If
things
it
like
was
that. People are
actually-
crazy. If it's a safety issue, let me know where you are. But as far as like bitches that gotta know where their man is at every fucking time,
That's
I'm
weird.
a strong believer in like what's mine can't be taken, and if it is, good fucking riddance.
period. Because why I know you at Walgreens?
Yeah, like I don't really give a fuck like what you're doing. I don't care that you're with your bros, but I'm also like weird when it comes to shit. Like I'm wrong. I don't do none of the typical girl shit. Like I'm commonly the nigga in a relationship. Like I'm pretty sure he would be like, I would love to have your location, but like I don't give a fuck.
No.
Okay. It's my turn? How did it happen? That was quick.
Right? This shit bouncing back. Okay, PR lady.
What do you bring to the table in the relationship?
Throw that fucking card away. That shit
First of
pisses me
all,
off.
okay, I'm ambitious as fuck. I'm always trying to make some type of money. Second of all, I'm very encouraging. I want you to make money too. Okay. Third of all, what else? I don't fucking know. That's it.
You
I like
that
money.
bitch, and that's all that
I'm that
matters.
bitch. Period.
I hate that question though so much.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if you both encourage each other to be the best part of you, I feel like that's what you bring to the relationship. All you can do is uplift the other person. If they don't want to be uplifted, shit, sucks to suck. But you know, you gotta encourage, you gotta uplift, you gotta show them what you do in your life. It doesn't mean you have to be like the richest motherfucker in the world. It just means your mentality has to be at a certain place, and you want the other person to get that same mentality. For me.
Is it unattractive when a woman/man go out and hit the streets a lot?
Hit the streets a lot.
Like
mean?
we
Like,
always
so-
outside every weekend, every occasion, we popping bottles all the time for no reason.
I don't think so. I mean, I think it depends on like what they're doing or how they're doing it. But if you meet somebody who's like social and outgoing, that's already what they're doing already. So it can't be like, oh, I'm mad at you because you going out.
Yeah.
You already know that. You know
broke as
that.
fuck.
Got that. You know what I'm saying?
And you out here buying bottles.
Or if I'm
I'm
going
mad if I
out,
see your ass with a sex shit, but you didn't buy me shit.
right? Or
Like,
if I'm going out and I'm not telling you,
Right.
or all of a sudden I'm just fucking
Being
ghosting.
weird with it.
You text me where you at, and I'm like, oh, I'm home, but you see me at the club. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that's questionable.
bitch is date a party promoter or be mad that he had parties. I never sit there. Like, bitch, that's what he do.
That's his job. That's how he make money.
Diss him. Don't date a stripper and ask her to leave the club. That don't make
Period.
sense.
What?
Like, I'm making bread. Like, I don't get anything
I'm
done.
getting money.
Alright.
You liked that watch I bought you,
Cool.
right?
Alright, for me, fellas. Does her personality matter to you more than sex? Well, yeah, because I would have to like the girl in order
Right
to have
there,
sex with her.
bro. Right there, bro. Be
Yeah,
careful.
no, because it's like I have to know you before I even want to have sex with you. Like, you feel me? Like,
So you don't want to just fuck bitches like when you see them like, I'ma fuck her and I don't care what she talking about. Like, shit, right? I'm curious because like I've seen niggas that have fucked bitches that are like,
and
Where it's all about
yeah,
body.
see,
And then
and
it's
that's
like-
the thing. Like, that's what I was raised around. Like, my older brothers and cousins will fuck anything.
yeah,
Like,
your brother was
I at
fucking
least gotta
sock
know
and
you a little bit.
and a dust bunny.
That's still my brother.
I'm sorry.
But I know what you're talking about.
Because you know what I'm referencing.
I know exactly who.
Yeah, you know what yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was a specific reference.
That shit was nasty.
It was curious.
But yeah, I gotta we gotta vibe at least some type of something. You feel me?
So you like to talk first?
Yeah.
Not straight dick in the mouth. Let me stop. I don't like the ignorant.
If you can't talk to me, what makes you think you can talk with a dick in your mouth? Like,
True. Don't talk with your mouth for it. I got to.
Oh my god. You good? You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Do you give love the same way you receive love?
No, and I have to get better. This is something honestly like I be clowning, but a real thing. I have to work on my love language situation because I love people deeply in my love language, and I have to realize I get upset when people love me in their love language. So it's just like, for instance, like my boyfriend, he's very much words of affirmation and like quality time, and like he just wants to sit up under me and tell me I'm beautiful every 5 minutes. I'm like, I get it, cool, but I'm gifts and acts of service, which is the fucking most hated on love languages. And so I get mad when it be certain shit. Like, if you see me cleaning the house, don't ask me what to do. Just go wash some fucking dishes, and that shit hit me here. Or people think like gifts, like in their head they have to buy me a fucking Louis Vuitton bag, and it's just like, nah. Just like you was out, you saw my favorite ice cream, and you was like, hey babe, I got a surprise for you. It's in there. So I have a habit of like, I'm hypocritical with I don't love people in their love language, and I get mad when they don't love me in mine. So I gotta work on it. So I gotta work on how I love.
I feel like it's hard to even like tell, like if I love a certain way, it's hard for me to kind of tap into what your love language is on how to receive it. Because if I receive it this way, and I'm like, well, you're trying to give it to me another way, I don't know how to. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like, okay, you're not reaching me where I can understand.
Because I love to give gifts, but if that's not your love language, you're like, oh, that was a nice gift, but
so then now it feels
I love to give gifts.
And I feel like there's like a tension there, like, okay, he's not receiving what I'm telling him, or vice versa, you know.
How about that nigga Xbox? I was in there cussing white bitches out. If my baby wants the Xbox, I'm gonna get him there. Cause that was the first time nigga ever asked for a gift. So the way I was geeked, like he wanted Xbox Series X, bet.
Gotcha.
And got that motherfucker though, might I add, for retail price. Cause ain't nobody paying the extra price. Baby, I was in that store. The lady was like, oh my God, perfect for my son. I was like, no. Benefits of being in the hood, though. Being in the hood, Kayla Cocktails opens doors. Because I was in that bitch like... Yeah, so I was so geeked to give that gift.
Which one is
It's my turn?
It's
Is it my turn?
She don't want to answer shit at all.
How soon do you know you want to kiss someone?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, who you asking?
It's asking me.
No,
You're
it's
asking
asking
how
him.
how soon do you know you want to kiss someone? Oh, okay. Okay. How soon do you know you want to kiss someone?
That shit damn near day one.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna lie.
Like it depends on their vibe day one.
Yeah, like same thing with sex, like, but not as deep. Like, hold on. Yeah, I did change that. It's not as deep, but it's like that's more on the surface attraction level than on a deeper level. Like you got a cool personality, okay, I can talk to you, but if your lips look good, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try to make moves, try to do shit.
You want some lip gloss?
So lips like full lips or lips like
She wanna know
Caucasian
her
lips?
lips or they lips.
Sometimes.
Caucasian slits.
I don't. No, not the Caucasian lips. That's not your right. The small, flat.
Nah, and you more like middle, so.
It's like, baby,
Oh.
your lips. The ones you got.
Okay.
The ones you got.
For me.
Yeah.
How many people are you entertaining at the moment? This is on purpose. That was a setup. That was a setup.
I'm not entertaining any other
That
people.
was a setup. I'm curious. gonna tell me shit.
If anything, you would know if I'm entertaining
I was
anybody.
curious because if you lying to me, bitch, I was about to knock you upside your fucking head. But I was curious.
No, I'm not.
You should have told me some
entertaining
information. We was gonna go outside like the Isley brothers or something real quick.
Y'all the first people to know if I mess with anybody with my.
Exactly. So we was curious if we missed anything.
Yeah. The group chat heard crickets. So I was just making sure. If you,
You know what I'm saying? I thought I didn't know. I'm making sure it was real, bro.
I'm not finna get jumped today. That's what's not about to happen.
me.
Ooh, okay. Ladies,
Get the water bottle.
does the height of your man matter?
Yup.
If so, what's the shortest you can
Wait,
We
hold
all
on.
56.
Arby's, you gotta answer.
be? That you
Yeah,
first.
this you first.
Well, I've never dated
Pick
anybody
wisely.
shorter than me. But I dated someone close to my height, and I really can't say that it really matters, to be honest. I dated somebody mine. Taller is nicer.
I'm 5'3". I think the shortest the shortest I've dated is 5'8". The shortest I'm going is 5'6".
Aren't you like 5 foot?
I'm 5'3", you raggedy ass
Why do I hear that hard though?
I was so question.
Girl,
I
you
would
put your head on something?
bitch. Probably.
No, it's a water bottle.
Alright, so 5'3", 5'3".
The lowest I'm going is 5'6".
I'm gonna say the lowest I would go is 5'4", which is my height, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about being like the man.
I don't know how.
What's up, little nigga?
Alright, look. So,
Disrespectful.
Caleb, ladies, how often do you think about sex?
Daily.
Often do I-
Yeah.
I don't. I got issues. My family loves to call me fucking frigid.
Coochie beef.
Loves to call me frigid. I want to say. I mean, I guess I can say every day, but like not like every little moment, everything. Like I'm not constantly horny, but like something can remind me. Like bro could say some shit, and I'll be like,
Bro, you know that meme when you be fucking in the kitchen or something? No, not literally
this
fucking,
bitch
but in the kitchen.
I gotta do that.
When you be in the kitchen, you be like, dang, that one moment.
No, yeah, the flashback?
Yes.
Oh, them flashbacks be having
Yes.
you on the public transit.
Yeah.
You know, on the way to work.
I
be
would
like,
say
oh.
it's not all the time, but like, it's often. But not like, oh, I'm a freaky ziggy. Thinking of every minute type shit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I feel like it would be like 2 times a day.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shut up, for real?
Go for it.
Okay.
Whose turn? Is it your turn?
No,
I asked
It's
her.
mine? When did you get comfortable farting in front of me?
It was definitely within year 1. I realized I couldn't hold this shit no longer.
Yeah, no. Them stomach pains was real. His stomach was like, oh. Like, his stomach was hurt. Like,
Cause
why
my-
is your stomach hurt?
Because I used to spend like all day. So I would be like, bro, we used to watch like 4 or 5 movies in a day, and my stomach just be like,
Damn, you was really
Like,
holding it.
I was holding it.
Bro
Because
was
we would
holding
be like
it in.
just like this, like, bro, I'd be like, yo.
Why did this thing get up and be like, let me go to the bathroom real quick?
Because there was no breaks, bro. We was, I kid you not, like, it would be so weird. We would just watch like movie, no breaks, like, literally just be watching movies. I'm walking out, my stomach is like, oh shit, like, bro, I think one time I held in one so long, I got a cramp, like, I was hurting.
It is not the same way now.
Do you
No,
want to
Because
go
if
back
you
the
got a
other
fart,
way?
keep it apart.
Do you want to go back the other way?
Huh? No.
Just hold it.
No. As long as you don't Dutch oven me, I'm cool.
that's easy.
Don't Dutch oven me. Like fart and then put the blanket
I
on
know!
my head and try to kill me.
You be
Don't do
doing
that.
shit, don't you?
Oh,
Because then I'm gonna start swinging.
No, I haven't. I mean, yeah, I haven't.
All right,
So
you
I really
ask
fight.
that one. You ask her on the place. Kelly, come back.
Have you ever cheated on anyone? If so, who and why?
No, I've never cheated on anyone. I don't see the point. I might as well just not fuck with you and then go fuck somebody else. But no, never cheated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought about it, and it was because he wasn't listening to like what I was saying, and it wasn't like I was nagging or nothing. I was just like, you're not hearing where I'm coming from, and I feeling like you're not listening to me. It's not like I need to be heard, but it's like you're not paying attention to what my needs are in this private relationship. Like, I'm giving everything you're not, then, you know, kind of stuff. So we were on the break, so I was just like, I'm not going to just break up with him if that's the case.
Where's my phone? I don't
Call
know.
me. Why are you calling me right now?
Be so I can find your phone.
Not so I can find your phone.
It'd be like that though.
Alright.
I will sit on my phone and I won't know where it is. It could be in my bra and I'll be like, where's my phone?
No.
Where's my phone? Yeah, no, it really be like that.
I guess,
You wanna go?
I guess so. I just want to figure it out. In your opinion, what percent of women in full-blown relationships are cheating? I don't know.
That's hard. Because it depends. Like,
That's all opinion.
no, because what if it depends on the state of the relationship. I don't think cheating is. I think cheating is weird in general. Because I feel like if you're not happy, leave. Like I don't understand like hurting somebody or going somewhere else. Because even if that person isn't giving you what you need, you can leave. Right? So, but honestly, I think it depends on the relationship. Like if that person isn't giving you the time and attention, or if that person isn't validating your feelings, or if that person is just cruel to you, like I feel like those are all terms for people where they might cheat. But I don't get cheating in general. I'd be like, break up with bro.
Right.
Break up with sis. And go do you. Like you don't have to be in a relationship with that one person. Or also if you're the type of person who's like, oh, monogamy isn't for you, and you like polyamory or polygamy, verbalize it. Tell that to, because honestly, 9 times out of 10, when a nigga or a bitch cheats on somebody and they stay. So I'm sure if you would have told them, hey, I actually like polygamy or polyamory, they'd be like, oh, they'd probably be like mad at first, but if you stay in anyway and bro cheated 10 times, like at this point, the fuck are you doing? Like it depends. I don't know. I just think you can just talk about it, to be honest, and that'll depict what happens.
I need you to pick which one.
I don't fucking know. Just do Canes. All right, today.
I already picked the question, so one of y'all gotta do it. Or should I
No.
just pick another one? I don't know. You
What's the craziest thing that happened to you during sex?
What?
I know. I do. And you really wouldn't remember it. That's
I was getting choked and I passed out.
Okay.
I was gone. My whole body went numb and I passed out.
Did they
And
tell
then
you?
I
Or
came
you
back.
just...
Did he tell me that?
I was like.
He was like, you good?
No,
All right.
I
You went out for a second. I was like, I'm great.
I looked at her. I was like, yo, like it was so weird. Like her eyes went back. I'm like, yo. Like a sound of. I'm like, yo, you good? Yeah.
Never felt better.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
That was
That
scared
was
for
it.
his life.
Bro,
He thought he done committed murder.
Cause I was like, I let go. Yo, you wake up. I need you to get up. Like, this is no joke. This is not as real.
Yeah. Wouldn't change it for a thing either.
Bro.
Okay.
No, I can't. I can't. Don't ever do that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I was gonna say, do that shit.
Come back.
Please. You got the one looking through the fucking glass.
Alright, look, fellas, what's a red flag in a woman? I think I already
What's
know
a
what
red
you're about to say.
flag? Oh shit.
Not you counted flag!
Nigga, like 6 flags, what you mean? It's a lot. The biggest one for me though, the biggest one will probably be if she's too full of herself. Don't know how to humble herself.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you don't know how to humble yourself, you don't know that there's somebody out there better than you, then I can't.
Okay, but who the fuck is better than me?
But see, it's a difference. No, but listen, check me out. It's a
Because
difference.
I'm amazing.
It's a difference. You are, but it's a difference between knowing how to humble yourself and acting that way than just being like, yeah, like I'm the best bitch on the world. I'm the bad. Like
You
it's
can't tell me shit. I'm perfect. I can't change nothing. I can't improve.
like it's a difference between being confident and a narcissist. You feel me? Like it's a difference between knowing like, okay, there's someone else better than me, but for me, is there someone else better than you? Probably not. Like, but that's what I need you to believe as, as a significant other. If a girl is like, yeah, I'm the best bitch in the world, like, but there's somebody out there better than you, you know that? If a girl's like, yeah, there is, but I'm okay, then I can respect that. But if you be like, oh no, like I'm perfect, I do, oh yeah, back away. I'm gonna give you a mean ass stiff one. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Not a mean.
Not a mean one. Just fucking
Crucial. Crucial.
Hey, you know that skit with James Chappelle? He's like, leave me.
Alright, I asked that one.
I ain't pulled a card in a minute.
Not the pause and the look.
Tell me one thing you lied about to me. Small or big?
One thing I lied about to you? Definitely how late I came home one time. They came back to my dorm.
Don't break your nail.
Definitely that. I literally, no, I told you. Oh, fuck, I remember this shit so clearly. I was at the bar with, like, my teammate, with Jack. I was with him. I was like, damn, bro, it's gotta be 3. I texted you, like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way back to the dorm. And then, I did not get back to the dorm until, like, 6. The sun was coming up. I did not get back to the dorm until 6 o'clock. But I was like, yeah, she probably gonna. And luckily, I did not send you my But no, I definitely told you. I'm like, at 3 something in the morning, I was like, yeah, I'm about to be back in the dorm. And then at 6, I was actually at the dorm. Yeah. But see, we didn't do nothing. We just went out for more drinks in like Old Town, which is somewhere in Chicago where all the old bars are. But I was vibing. I was like, yeah. Have I told you what I said? No.
Fuck you up.
No. That's not.
Alright, I'm gonna ask myself this question. Why do most say they can't find a good guy or all the good men taken?
No good man is trying to be out here in the streets.
That's true. I think, why do most say they can't find a good guy? I feel like, it's because maybe they're looking in the wrong place. You know, sometimes they feel like, you know, what you want is totally different than what you need. Sometimes, depending on where you're raised or how you're raised or what kind of quality man you have in your life, you think it's supposed to be like this, and then when you get it, you're like, that's not it. All these men are shit. All these niggas, And then another reason is because I don't think a lot of women know exactly what they want, just as a woman, before trying to go look for somebody else.
I thought you was gonna get food.
I wish too.
I was like, damn.
In my head, I feel like people who've been through trauma or hard time in their life, they look for excitement, and when they find someone who's good, they can often be seen as boring. And when they're boring, they're like, oh well, like, you know, you feel me? Like, you don't have any arguments, like life is good. You like, this shit boring. Like, I'm bored. Like, I don't. You feel me? Because like the arguments, the toxicity, all that is like exciting and blah blah blah, and adds like value to your life and shit. So I feel like people like just like see good as boring and don't really want it. Like, that's what I see a lot. I feel like. So.
Damn, yo, good, maybe we couldn't do this one.
Okay,
What was the question?
why do most say they can't find a good guy or all the good men are taken?
Because they're looking.
So the good men come when you're not looking, when you're not trying to.
Anything that's good comes when you're not really trying to look for it.
Oh, you getting deep?
No, I came as, but I feel like that's true. Like, if you're looking, like,
Just came off the dome.
If you're looking, I feel like if you're looking for something, you're looking for something specific, and you're not like really looking at like the bigger picture.
Right.
You feel me? So that's all.
I feel that. When you have like all these stipulations, you're not really caring about what else is out there. You're like, no, I wanted this, and that.
What happened?
I hate this. You gonna tell you? No, because look, it's gonna sound bad. Cause y'all did all that beautiful. You was like, look at all that. You're looking.
Now, what's your opinion though?
My genuine opinion, the reason people feel like there's not good men out there. Listen.
No, wait.
It's controversial. Because
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Because a lot of times we hear, okay, when I say these things, I'm saying them opinion based, also all statistics. Before before motherfuckers get crazy. Off my 2 degrees, okay? Get to flexing in this moment. Statistically, when you have situations arise, while women also ain't shit in the case, we're not dismissing the ain't shit women. The question is directed about men.
Get this beat.
Men,
Untagged.
one, we've always been told the joke of, oh, men develop slower. So one, when you're ready for something, they're not. A lot of the times, men are raised in homes with mothers who baby them. Yeah, a lot of men are raised in this bubble of perfection. And a lot of men think the term of good guy means something. I've had so many men that technically aren't perverts, so they feel like when I take a woman on a date, she should want to give me some because I didn't want to take it. That doesn't mean you're owed anything. I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of experience of just doing testing studies when we had to in school, just seeing men,
Get this beat.
the way they move,
At
because they are bad, they deem themselves as good. And they're not. A lot of men in certain situations, when it comes to certain things, we're not knocking their traumas, we're not knocking the way society, especially when it comes to black men, have done things. But historically, men have been the root of a lot of problems. So I just feel like when it comes down to like, why can't I find a good man? Because the amount of good men you're gonna find compared to the bad ones you're gonna encounter on the journey is fucked up. So like, I think in that sense, women say, I can't find a good man because if you're in a field and there's a bunch of snakes, but only 2 are poisonous, are you still gonna walk through the field of snakes and hope that the poisonous ones don't bite you? But it's like, no, those are just garter snakes. They're good snakes. They won't do anything. Like, no. So yes, I'm sorry to the good men that get affected by this, but I feel like a real good man isn't affected when women make that statement. Instead of arguing back and forth for like, I'm a good man, you're gonna come in and show that you're a good man. And this is coming from a girl who is difficult to love. I'm difficult to love, and me and men, I've been known to say I hate men, and my boyfriend came in like, no, I hear you. I see that you feel that way, so how about this? I'm gonna show you that you can fucking chill out. Right. And it's just like, and I'm not the toxic bitch like Ari, like, oh, we gotta fucking tussle. I've never been that. But it's just like, I've very much been a like, fuck you, I don't need you, I'm independent, I'm gonna move on, I don't need nothing. And it's like, men are like, you're good. Right. Like, I'm good. Especially me being a plus size girl, I always had to go the extra mile because motherfuckers thought I was desperate. So I really was like, you're not getting nothing out of me, my nigga, because you think I'm just da-da-da-da-da. So I will admit I was difficult to love, and at the time I wasn't a good woman. So I can admit my fault, but he saw that anyway, and I think in my head that's what made him a good man. He might not have been to the past bitches, he might have been a terrible man, but it's just like, a man will become good for who he wants to. But initially, they're not good. I don't feel like just walking around every day, most men aren't good because they just don't know to be good. They just think because they're not bad, they are good. So that's why. And it's just like, but there are great men out there. There are good men. I say I hate men, but at the end of the day, I'm the first bitch that's gonna be like, hold on. Right. I appreciate a good man when I see one, but if I don't, I'm gonna call you the fuck out and I don't care. So yeah, so part of that is a tribute to my boyfriend for me hating niggas and then him coming in and being like, you hate niggas because you don't hate me. He's like, you talk all that rah-rah because you might know me I post crazy shit. He's like, you talk all that rah-rah, but you finna go. It's not about you. Okay, and I love you. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna keep telling my friends, don't settle for less. Because if a man wants to, he will. And bitches need to ingrain that in their head. If a man wants to, I don't give a fuck what it is. If he wants to, he'll do it. And that is just that. So, yeah.
Right. Alright, you been going through that. Period. It's just supposed to be my chest.
It's hot.
Yeah, I'm the card.
If your ultimate crush wanted to have sex today, would you?
Like ultimate crush like Chris Brown? What do you mean?
Your ultimate crush, just the number one nigga that come in and that's that nigga. Your ultimate
Michael
crush.
B. Jordan?
If Michael B. Jordan busted in this room right now like the Kool-Aid man and said, drop them draws. Drop them.
For your birthday.
You drop it for your birthday. He about to lay that wood. Real good.
Hey, remember, that nigga might come in like 2 minutes, but hey.
You know what? You're right.
True. He's your ultimate crush. We didn't say the dick was good. We didn't say that. We just said you get to say you
added
fucked
the
him.
face to the body. That don't. Honestly, I'ma say no. I'm dead ass. I would say no because you have no idea how good it would be. Like you could have herpes.
Really?
Like I don't know you. I don't have an emotional connection to you. So am I really gonna enjoy it to the extent that I would typically enjoy it with someone who I love?
Yeah, no.
Probably not. But would I be able to say, oh, I fucked Michael B. Jordan? Sure. But what does that really fucking mean? Like
Honestly, because I'm gonna be quiet if he cut me a check. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I ain't fuck nobody. I ain't fuck nobody. Every time that check comes, just in case anyone's curious, I did not fuck anybody. I know.
Fuck that, I need that cash.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
need that.
Cash
I
at
need
me.
that motherfucking house.
Fuck that. Don't even do that. Mail me a box of cash. It's cash at taxes. Fuck that. Send my payment.
unless you do it like in 7 business days, then they don't tax it.
Send my
Wait,
payment.
hold on. What?
Oh,
I know that's what I said.
Oh, I know the answer to this. This is actually gonna be funny.
Okay, this is for you, obviously.
For you, baby.
For you. My partner's back.
Okay.
Yo habla inglés?
Look, could you stay with me if I decided not to ever have sex again?
No.
Oh shit.
What?
Shit, if I can't get pussy for the next day, for another day of my life.
Like for the rest of my life, no dick?
It's because he's choosing not to give you dick, not because he can't give you dick. Because it'll be fucked up. It's like, damn, bitch, you don't work no more. You like,
You
yeah.
say no, I'm out.
She leaving
Damn.
She leaving either way.
First of all, if it's like erectile dysfunction, it's dope. You could go vegan and that could help. You could change like a bunch of different things in your lifestyle, your diet, that could help. So we would have to try that first. But if God just said your shit don't work, that's fucked up.
That's cold that you gonna be alone like that. That's
Damn,
I
like,
gotta
you
go.
gotta be alone.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
go.
No,
I can't even have
If you-
myself. I can't even.
You can't even. No, I don't know. I feel like sex is a very, very important. Like people be like, oh, is this just sex? No, it's a very important part of like being in a relationship. I think whether it's marriage, whatever you believe in, whether if you wait till marriage to have sex, like it's still a very important part. So you're telling me you don't want nothing in here?
Because honestly, it's like, bro, how do you that's like the top.
Your finger ain't gotta be strong.
That's like the top engine.
No,
piece,
that's
like,
still
like,
sex.
Imagine like still like kissing a motherfucker for like 4 hours. Like just kissing.
Like get off me.
It's fucked up because
Like,
I'm
you get
one
off
of the people
me
that
or-
strongly like, why do we have to fuck every 5 minutes? I'm not hypersexual, but I still couldn't like none.
Like no sex
None.
at all?
Like, sir, I'm off this Hennessy. If you don't come be with me right now. If you don't come be with me right now.
Come here right now.
like even I couldn't take it. I'm very much the type like, why you just want me for my body?
And that nigga don't want you to get body now.
And
But
he was
what?
like,
What?
You don't find me attractive. Like, yeah, so it would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't like that
You
noise.
fucking somebody else just said.
I should have stayed back that way. I think I got another call.
No, you ain't got no call. Here, give me 3 negative traits you have about yourself.
Damn.
3 negative about me? Woo!
Damn.
Got it.
I
I got this. I don't believe shit nobody say to me. My trust issues are fucked. I am fucked. You can tell me right now, like, Kayla, you got on 2 hoops and I'ma still check them. Like, you sure? I'm fucked up.
Bitch, I got 3 hoops.
Yeah, like,
I'm a 3 hoop.
I'm like, actually, bitch, like, I don't know. 2, my tummy. Hate my tummy. But baby, I found out they doing plus size BBLs and it's over for you bitches. It's over. Okay? I don't want all the tummy gone. I just want the roundness gone. You feel me? The moment I can put on a bodycorn dress and not
like
look like
bodycorn.
bodycorn. Because I'm gonna be giving body. Body. Okay? Not body, not body body.
Buddy. Yeah.
Okay?
No, I
The
can.
tummy, very much. I can handle the rest of my body. Like the rest, I be tripping, but like it's just the tum that be getting it.
Okay, one more.
And I would say it's gonna sound like I'm trying to brag on myself, but my need for like being an overachiever, like people in my family, like I'm the first for everything in my fucking family, like
Overly
everybody,
ambitious.
yeah, like
Overly.
the pressure on me, like she's gonna be the one to do it. If we're gonna be okay, it's gonna be because Kayla did it, and it's just like like I've achieved a lot of shit in my life and overcome so much more. And it's just like, but that shit is not as like people be bragging on that shit. This shit is not fun. Like I am not okay. Like So I hate that, like, I can't just chill. Like, I can't just be okay where I'm at. It's always like, okay, I got here and I'm in a, like, even now I'm in a position that I prayed for and I'm not satisfied. And then it sometimes feel like I'm slapping God in the face. Like, I know you brought me from there to there, but I'm gonna need you now to take me from here to there. And then when we get there, I'm actually in another ride.
Right.
So I hate that about myself, that I can't just be like, we're good, we're okay.
Right.
Sit the fuck down. I don't know how. Like, y'all seen, my body will force me to sit down, and even then I'm like,
But honestly, like, I don't. How I say this? When you are an overachiever, you get to a point to where it's like there is no settled ground. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to this point, and you get to that point, and you get to that point to where it becomes like, I know that I can do it now, so I'm not gonna stop.
yeah.
And to a point, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, if I got from there to there,
right, I'm
shit,
not about to
with
stop.
the tools I got
Because
now, there, like,
there's no reason why I can't get to where I want to be in like a month or 2 or 3, you know?
But with the right bank account, I would sit the fuck down a little bit. Like, go get it twisted. With the right bank account, I'ma take some vacations. Like, I'ma give myself a couple days to sit the fuck down. But when we back in the States, cool.
In the States.
Yeah,
Are we all answering this question?
I mean,
or is it
I
just
I
for
think
like
we've
y'all?
kind of been
We
all
kind of been
answering
doing it, but
Okay.
yeah, you can answer it if you want.
Like you said, overly ambitious. I feel like that's one of my.
You definitely.
Because even in 2021 and getting a house, I'm like, but what now? Like,
Yeah.
you're still not good enough.
You're like,
what's next?
Like,
Like, what's next?
I want a
Like,
big house.
you need another. Like, you
Want a
need
big
you need
house.
another income for sure. That's one of mine. I'm never like satisfied, never happy. And then also like timelines. I'm thinking like, okay, well, if I can get this within 2 weeks, I need this within a month, I need this within 2 months. So within 2 months, I should have this, and that. And then when it doesn't happen, I freak out. I'm like freaking out. Like, no, like nothing went my way. I'm mad. Like, it's my 13th reason. I'm mad, like angry. Like, why didn't it work out the way it was supposed to work out? But it's always like external factors. Like, okay, family needed this needed that. This had to go to this. My pipes burst, so I gotta pay money to fix that. So whatever my goal was, I wasn't able to achieve it. So that pisses me off. And then what else? Because it's like a red flag, right? Like, what's
It's kind of like
that you want to work on
you know
yourself.
that you
I get angry.
You do. You get angry, which definitely.
I get angry. Like, I get so
Not your
pissed
patting her on the back.
It was a rug. It wasn't a pat. The pat would have been
over the. But it's like irrational anger, and I really gotta like I don't hang out with a lot of people, right? So it's like I don't often get pushed to my limit. But when I do, it's like irrational anger. I be like, ooh, like I told y'all about my last landlord, right? He didn't want to give me back my deposit. And in my head, I was like, bro, I got acid, like, because I had to get acid for my pool at my house. So I have gallons of acid. And I'm like, I'm about to pour acid over this nigga's car. Like, I'm about to fuck his shit up. You don't want to give me my $400 deposit? You gonna pay for these $400 tires. Because you got me fucked up. You got 2 options. You got 2 options. I was hot. I was like, I'm about to pour something in this tank. Like, I was so pissed. I had a whole plan. I was like, you know what? I'm about to drive out there at midnight. Da, 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 da. I was like, I'm gonna park my car over here so my GPS can't share where I am. Like, my brain was just going 90 miles an hour. I was pissed. And I like really have to work on calming myself down. So that's another one that I just be angry. Like, I react.
Man, he was a hoe.
That's a fucking hoe.
He was a hoe.
Fucking hoe. With a bitch ass ponytail
Right,
ass braid.
your
Bitch,
girl.
fuck you. I was so angry, bro. I was so mad. And I have a problem with like sharing my emotions and sharing like, you know, like I don't really tell people I'm proud of you or I love you and da da da. But that's mostly because of the way I was raised. So that shit is weird. If you be like, oh I love you and give me a hug, I'll be like,
I had to warn you.
Chill
like, a
out.
week in advance, like I'm gonna hug you when I see you.
right? Shut the fuck out. Like back up. So that's another thing that I'm working on. But I'm better at it. Cause like with my niece, like I gotta be more emotional and show her care and love. And I be like,
A bonus one was that skirt.
huh?
That skirt.
She going back to that skirt. Wait, before you get mad, don't get mad. We were just talking about that. Don't get mad.
Work on
Alright,
yourself.
You know what? You didn't like my outfit choice. You could have just said that. You could have just said that.
I'm saying.
It was like 2 years ago at this point.
It was,
What's
so
your read?
You
We
making
was
her
early
mad.
in the friendship.
You making her
I
mad.
don't give a fuck.
Let me
Keep
go.
your baby worried about making Ray mad.
Let me go. Let me go. I I think one of mine is overthinking. Enough of my short.
No, you need to say that harder.
Shut up.
Say with shit.
Listen.
I for sure think it's overthinking. Shut up. Because I be thinking like I either think for myself or I think for that next person. Or then I think about like when we go through things, I'm thinking, oh my god, she's gonna be really upset with me. And then if she's really upset with me, will she talk to me tomorrow and all this stuff and and then she'll call me tomorrow and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, wasn't you just mad at me?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It be regular shit.
Yeah, bestie.
In her defense, we did have like a 2-year spell of not fucking with each other.
Yeah, so it was a while and that was really, really weird. And on to that, I hold on. I don't say I hold on to things, but I stay in things long. So if somebody was to make me upset or feel sad, if I'm sad about something, I stay in it for a while. It takes me longer to like get out of it if I feel like, oh, you offended me. And now I'm like, okay, because I don't get mad like that fast. I don't get sad that fast. But if it's something happens and I'm sad like that, I feel like you're taking advantage of me or you manipulating me or you bullying me. So now I feel like, okay, it's taking my power from me. So it takes me a while to like get out of that. That's another negative trait. Another negative one is kind of a positive one. I'm too nice.
That's not positive. That's fucked up.
I'm too
You look like
nice.
you're too nice for it.
I'm too nice.
Don't cut somebody out.
I'm too nice. And I'm
I'm
too nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with forgiving and like giving people chances, but sometimes not everybody, deserves an opening or things like that. But those are my 3. I know that.
all the time.
Shut up. Just because I want to get people cookies and hugs on me, that's a bad thing.
Burn their house down.
We can do 2 more, then we'll be done. Just 1 each, like that.
That's not interesting enough.
He's trying to get deep in here.
Yeah, no.
Well, we kind of asked it to the ladies.
Said face your body.
He's the boy. I'm gonna need face.
Okay. How soon did you know you wanted to be with me?
I'm ready.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, no, because that's been going back to high school, junior year. How quickly did I know I wanted to be with you? I'm gonna say, about a year into the relationship. Because we've spent about 6 months talking, and even then I was like, But that was also because I was like so, my mom didn't let me out the house. She didn't let me talk to nobody. She didn't let me date nobody. This was the first person I actually dated, the first person I actually called my boyfriend, the first person I actually had sex with. So I'm like, it was like a whole bunch of firsts. I was socially awkward. Okay? I was like, what am I supposed to do with a blown kiss? I was angry.
The catwalk, right where the catwalk is, where Mr. Gooder's class at, I was like, hey, Alicia blew her kiss. She looked at me, big eyes, and turned away.
You know how many people in the catwalk and you did that nigga like that?
I was socially awkward. I didn't know what to do. Was I supposed to catch it and put it on my heart? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. You felt at least do something back. But
you could have just smiled at the nigga.
No,
damn.
And you know what's crazy? Cause I was like, oh yeah, no, I was like, hey, Alicia, I'm gonna blow her kiss, and boom, and then, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to say
fuck them niggas on the
No, because we was only talking on kick, and then all of a sudden you want to blow me a kiss, bro. What?
You went from kick to kissing. Fuck out of here.
Like, 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. What the fuck is that? So yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. But no, I'm gonna say about a year into a relationship where I was like, okay, fuck with you.
The way I feel that, because it took me a minute.
Yeah, like 6 months after we officially started dating, I was like,
that shit was diabolical, but it was beautiful.
The obsession she has with how me and Warren relationship.
It was beautiful.
It was a rough patch. It's because it started off with your pay.
Don't it always?
I feel like this was a good one.
Big Y, y'all, it's my turn. Hold on, stop being cute.
What's an age for a woman to get out of the whole phase?
I feel like you can be a hoe whenever you want to be a hoe. That's your choice.
Wait.
If you 65 and you want to pop that coochie, pop that motherfucking coochie.
Honestly, I just feel like your last days.
If you 65, bitch, take your lube and go get that dick. Fuck that.
at 65, trust me, I don't think the dick working like that anymore.
Well, actually, men hit their prime around 50, so he probably try to pop him.
If you 65 and you want to fuck a 30-year-old, be a hoe. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I just feel like whatever you do is up to you.
About like 60.
I think it just depends on where she at because everybody don't like. Even though women mature quickly, still, it could be different for every girl.
Yeah, and I think also because we all have our shared. I'm not gonna put all of us in black. You know, but all of our we literally all handled it different.
Yeah.
Me, I very much scared of men. Like people think that my joke of like one body, I don't fuck anybody. Like people think I be trying to flex that like me and my nigga and that was it. I was locked in. And it's really like I'm terrified of men. Like men scare me. You took advantage of me as a little girl.
Right.
I got older. I developed faster than everyone else. So my body was always an idol of sex. So in my head, I tried to steer away from sex as much as possible. And so it's just like even to this day, it's very much still a moment where if I'm mentally not there, fat mind not working. But if you get me in a comfort, baby, water park super soaker.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm saying it to say. So when it comes to a hoe phase, it's just like depending on how you relate to trauma, you might not have even fucked with a nigga your whole life. Then you get a drop of dick and go crazy. Because I remember when I finally did have sex, like I want that nigga every day, every minute. Like right now, we gonna go. Everybody know the theater. I have the keys.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
And you don't come be with me right now.
You
like
have the keys, bro.
I have the keys. Cause remember,
of course,
I was
drill practice.
so it was like so I had keys. So
why did I know you, goddamn?
I'm in a business co-worker. You know my nigga. You should have asked me.
That's what I'm saying. What?
Yeah, so it's just one of those. I think that when it comes to a whole phase, it happens when it happens. So like you're looking at a girl in her 30s doing some shit that you're like you should do in your early 20s. Not even knowing shawty ain't really even get popping like that till like 27. Give her time. Motherfuckers do their whole 20s fucking. Somebody that didn't do their whole 20, give them their time. Simple as that. Like I feel like that's how you.
And then everybody do their time differently, depending, like you said, on trauma. Like some people are terrified, some people are just open to it, and then they find a relationship and they're like, fuck, like maybe I should have held back a little bit. But I didn't know that because this and this happened to me, and that's how I was able to cope. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I just feel like it depends on like I don't want to say their reason for their whole phase, but yeah, in a sense, what happened there?
Yeah,
you know.
I don't think enough women get the credit that men do. I wish
the
way that not even just like men will fuck 10 bitches and it be nothing. I just feel like men are allowed to experience like men. A lot of men learn sex through just fucking. Like I learned that she didn't like this and this and this, and then they finally get to their partner and they know how to hit all the right spots, and it's just like you welcome that experience. And it's just like at the same time, a lot of men want to experience virgin. Never understood how that worked. Like you want her to be able to do backflips on the dick, but you want her to not never had a dick before. I want that. And I just want women to get the same credit. Where it's just like I feel like the way things are conducted as far as whole phase is different. Like there's some bitches that will fuck anything, and it's just like that's when it's like okay, hold on, like wait a minute, bitch, like let's figure it out. Let's get this together. But I feel like as far as experiencing different men, I don't think should be considered a whole phase. I think it's developmental. Like you're just learning what you like and what you don't like, and no one nigga's gonna do it on the first time. Like if you do, you hit the jackpot. Yeah. I personally feel like I hit the jackpot. So one hit put her done, you're out. But like some women will be with someone and it's just like you don't know nothing else. And you just think it's okay to never come. Because you didn't want to fuck ever. And like the whole stigma with women, I feel like women aren't allowed to be open with sex. And men are allowed to just have fun. And I just want it to be equal. I'm not shaming no man for his body as long as she's not shaming no woman for her body. As long as you being healthy, say do what you gonna do, big dog. I mean don't do it while you with me. But do it before me.
No, a woman's body is definitely probably the hardest to figure out. Like a nigga could fuck a wall and you would come. Honestly, and it's like a woman, like
if he wanna come, he gonna come.
If he wanna come, he gonna come. Like you
I never fuck the wall to find out.
You could put a bag over a bitch head and still come. Like a woman, like you gotta be emotionally there. Like the shit gotta be right. The stroke gotta be right. The everything, like the pressure, all that shit plays a part.
The vibe,
and
all that.
That shit is hard, especially if you've never had sex with any man. Like your mom doesn't even talk about sex to you. Like you gotta learn from other shit. Like you gotta learn from sex ed. Like okay, you put a condom on banana. What the
or the niggas the bitches that learn from porn. Now you're insecure. She not even.
Or you get turned off from other ideas. And I was like, oh, you nasty. It was like, well, how do you know that? Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not a freak, and I have no desire to be one. Like, I'm saying this since I like freaky shit. You get me? But the way the term freak has changed,
it has.
I'm not one because I don't need you putting none of them stipulations because you spit in my mouth and I'm stabbing.
I'm swinging your jaw.
My nigga, it's me and you. I'm on the channel 7
and I'm swinging on your mama too, and your granny.
No, deadass, I'm beating Mimo ass.
Why would you spit in my mouth? I know for a fact you can brush your teeth this morning.
That be weird shit. Like, I've had homegirls tell me like, yeah, that nigga told me piss on him. What? What?